Yeah, it's not like we actually know that that's a thing. Or
Yeah, it's more like
look at our map. Hey, it says there's a thing.
sure was nice of the gatekeeper to give us this map.
So much for
so what you would find as you are probably all running along, Roll Cage is still on the bridge. But anyway, I'm not salty.
As we subtly hint repeatedly for Mike to move his character.
Yeah. So you guys,
of course, I don't see my character anywhere.
You gotta move down a little, dude. We're at the bottom of the map.
Oh, so that's where that joke's been coming from.
You're just staring at the bridge at the top the whole time, like I don't know what's going on.
Well, I thought you were having us use our imagination.
Well, by all means.
The theater of the mind.
Right. So let me take you there. In a valley that's got a little bit of snow. You guys round a corner, no doubt, feet and wings flapping hurriedly along the dusty path. Up ahead, you see what appear to be just a bunch of lean-tos, just tanned hides that have been stretched between branches. Very, very much not a very high-tech area. And based off of what's currently going on there are some people there. I won't make you roll for that. But there does appear to be some kind of animal rotating on a spit.
Delicious.
It does smell delicious.
It's definitely a Toydarian.
Hey, I think these guys will be cool with us.
And there are hunting implements, spears lying around, some clubs. But for the most part, it does appear to be the, as you guys are rushing by, unless you want to go in there and Anakin this shit up.
No.
It was a joke.
It would appear to be the hearth tenders that have been left there. Not saying that they're female, they're both men and women.
What do they look like? Do we get a look at what they are?
That's a good question.
Wyatt wants to know whether he should,
Are there any? He wants to know if there are any primitive cultural babes.
Exactly. Are they green-skinned as well?
There's probably a couple of transplants in there from other species, but for the most part, they appear to be humanoid, very human-like, I think is what they call it in Star Wars. Near human? God, fuck off. Humanoid. And sure, despite the cold, there's one that's wearing like a fur bikini. But upon closer inspection, that is one of the men.
And it's not a bikini, it's just fur.
Manscaping has not hit this this primitive people.
They haven't hit that technology tree yet.
Isn't this a modern planet? Why are there a bunch of I think
it's up in the mountains.
It's like stone-tipped spears.
Perhaps these are what you call
maybe they're primitivists rather than simply primitive.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of recreational historical reenactors. There we go.
You're gonna go with nudist.
You think they're LARPing? Being cave people?
Man, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I've seen some folks get up to some weird things around the galaxy.
It's taking the paleo diet to the most extreme.
But yeah, do we need to make any kind of stealth roll to get past them? Otherwise, we just hurry on to the ruins.
That depends entirely on whether you guys want to try to stealthily go past. There is probably about 150 yards between the road and the camp itself where they've set up shop.
So the road is pretty visible then?
Yeah, fairly visible. It's clear enough the trees have been taken care of. It's really up to you guys whether you just want to run past or you want to try to be more stealthy about it.
I wonder if we could, sway them or something.
Sway them?
We don't even know if we can communicate with them. I mean, if they live up here and they have like flint spears and wooden clubs. They probably don't speak basic.
Well, we speak the language of love.
Well,
Sorry, are you going to try
Wow.
and seduce?
Seduce their minds with my mind.
well, I think that perhaps confirming whether they do speak would alter our tactics at the ruins, perhaps.
That's possible. I mean,
Or we
like,
could just stop here. I mean,
well, we could conceivably get some information. I mean, they might be entirely different from the ones chasing us, or they might be hostile as soon as they see us. There are a lot of possibilities going on here.
so who wants to get close enough to ascertain all this?
Everyone
Not
slowly just
it. Not it at all.
Well, I
Not
have
it.
hunted down many a criminal.
All right, so Roll Cage is going to approach the camp.
Cautiously.
I suppose I'll cover you, Rayle.
I'll cover you.
I can't believe you fell for that.
Ooh.
And then the party just like creeps past.
Distraction completed.
See you guys at the temple.
And then when we come back this way, we see Rayle over the pit. Oh,
Oh.
She
Apple
still
in his
smells
mouth.
delicious.
Smells like bacon. Ha ha.
Aw.
I get it.
Yeah. Now I have the utmost respect for the Popo when they're not giving me tickets.
So we're so much respect that you call them Popo.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Popo, who I also respect.
Oh, no. So, anyway. For
You're
the
choosing
taking
to
weirder
take that in a
turns-
weird way.
For the
All
taking
right.
weirder turns.
All right, so how are you two approaching the hunter's camp?
Is there a, shrubbery or bush that we can sneak through on the way?
Oh, if you get a close enough look at some of them, there are some bushes.
Uh-huh.
But I guess it really hinges on whether you go. I mean, yes, the camp is set partially in an open clearing, but kind of at the tree line as well. So if you wanted to do it the stealthy way, you would have the option to go through the trees, not literally, more around them.
Okay. Just a moment here.
While they're doing that, we're going to keep an eye out for, the armed guys that have been chasing us.
Okay, so if we don't want to go the sneaky way, what's the other option?
Just walk
you'd
it up and
probably you'd probably just walk right up.
Okay. Stealth is not really my strong suit.
nor mine.
Okay, suppose we'll just walk
I
right
do
up and
have-
face them like men.
Well, you can do that, but I'll cover you from the bushes.
Wow.
Hey, I'm providing a valuable protection service here. If he gets
Yeah.
jumped, I'll start shooting, and that'll help.
I'm just thinking. Thinking.
I'm sure that's exactly how that'll go down.
I mean, just because I shoot Rayle, I mean,
In the confusion, a lot can happen.
it's true.
Okay, I suppose we'll go about it that way. Rayle will approach while Wyatt hides in the bushes.
Sounds good.
He will approach with his hands empty and palm outwards to show that he is no threat.
Okay. So since Rayle is making no attempt to really hide himself, when he gets to about when he gets close enough, one of the people tending hearth looks up, looks directly at him, and immediately drops their oversized ladle into the cauldron that they're using.
Well, now don't you stop on my account.
Now, said person is, since they've turned to regard you, you get a better
That's
look
all
at them.
cat people.
Oh no!
That's right. It's all cat people.
Oh my god,
Fucking
tribe of primitive
Pandars
Cathar. Oh, no.
everywhere.
Oh no, it's all cats.
McGruff is unleashed upon them. He starts chasing them wildly. And then a car goes by. He's gonna jump up on me. Anyway, so it is definitely a near human species. They're wearing the white fur of what is probably a wolf-like species. If you guys read the dossier for the planet before disembarking the ship, there are certainly what are known as ice wolves up in the mountains.
And that's when Bozmo gets eaten by one.
I'm definitely not foreshadowing a future encounter with this. Now, the person, since Mike is attempting to placate them,
Parley, if you will.
to parlay even. Let me see. They don't run. But the response after a long moment of staring is to perform a rather large hooting sound, which snaps the attention of the other 4 or 5 people in the camp. And that's when they start moving for those spears.
Well, this is quite a pickle.
The rest of us just keep walking.
Well, here we go.
Nice
This is
knowing
where
you. All right, so we can see our buddies being menaced by the.
They're moving towards the spears are leaning.
This is where you do like a Dukes of Hazzard style fade out, cut to commercial.
I'll start flapping over towards them and say, it seems like there may be trouble. Maybe we can intimidate them.
Well, those lightsabers of yours do look pretty intimidating. I expect they may get a reaction.
Rayle yells over the 150 meters separating them.
Oh, I thought you flew up next to me. Never mind.
Bring your laser sword!
I'm on my way.
Yes, very good hearing.
Now, yeah. What is Wyatt doing as the individuals start moving for what appear to be their weapons?
Like gesturing to Rayle and suggesting through pantomime that he start talking very quickly. I got my gun out otherwise, but I'm not shooting yet because, I mean, they're not attacking Rayle per se. They're just kind of menacing him, right?
Jeez, that just totally opened in the wrong window. They are not necessarily, even at that point, they're just going for their weapons. But yes, if you don't do anything to stop them from doing so, they are going to lift and menace.
Okay, well, I guess Rayle starts trying to talk a fast game. We'll go like, well, now hold on, don't get all rustled up. I don't mean to trespass or anything. I'm just a passerby looking for safe passage. That's all. Nothing mysterious or suspicious about me here. Just deception, maybe. I'll roll that. Trying to seem like I come in peace.
Are you not coming in peace?
Well, I mean, I do. I am right up until, you know.
Otherwise, you may want to use charm.
Okay, charm, not bad.
It's your intent, though. If you
no, I'll go with charm. I'm gonna
just planning to kill them all along.
Exactly. Now you're gonna be.
I'll try and win them over with a
card trick.
A universally recognized sign of friendliness and respect that Rayle picked up in one of his many travels along the outer rim.
Double middle fingers, right?
Rick
Peace
and
among
Morty
worlds.
style, yeah.
He just drops trow.
All right, can you describe this? This gesture?
Okay,
Just
he
give us a
will.
mental image.
Sure. He will raise both. He'll raise both hands up in the air, bring them down straight,
like you
and
just don't care.
and start making wide, vaguely flapping gestures. Was taught this once by a perp he brought in who'd been living in the wild for several years.
Well,
dear.
this is a collaborative story.
What difficulty do you want me to do this at?
So certainly, yes, that is apparently now the intergalactic
Hold on,
sign
I
of
think I'm
peace.
getting vocal.
You're
Or he's
flapping
implying-
your arms like a bird.
You have to raise your hands up in the air first.
That's right, and then wave them around. And I should make you use a light side point to introduce that, but I love the idea so much. I'm just going to allow it. So for those playing at home,
Yeah,
that is
still not
something that
hearing
the
anything.
player
Okay, hold on a sec.
point. They can use a point from the Destiny pool to introduce.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So sorry. How many purple dice do I need to roll?
Was he not hearing me at all?
No.
You know, he didn't hear any of that.
Well, that's fine. It was more for the viewers at home. Just reminding everyone that the Destiny pool can be used to introduce facts.
Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
No, you don't
No,
need to.
we have
because I
one light
was-
side point. If you
Oh,
do that,
never
we
mind.
will jump out of the woods and start beating you.
I use
We don't
all
know
six
why.
of
We don't know
mine
why
at
we're
once.
doing it, but for some reason we all just felt immediately.
You got
compelled
really
to beat
mad
the
at
hell out of
Rayle.
But
Also, remember, if
No,
you roll a
since-
despair, it means you were lied to.
Oh.
no, since I was so amused by your description, it's not going to cost you a
I should have
light
just
side point
described it as
to,
the chicken
to
dance.
do that. Yeah, just Job's chicken dance. Love
But the
it.
GM is going to spend a dark side point again.
Yeah. No, I won't. Now
No.
you're
If
going
any-
to be rolling against 3 purple dice for reasons.
Okay.
Now, if you want, you can use your force point. Fuck, your destiny point to upgrade your roll,
Everyone can hate me.
and then I just hoard them.
Yeah,
For those who
it's
may
on
not know, at the start of the session, they all rolled, and I got 6 dark side points to their 1 light side point.
You can.
I'm the only one pulling my weight.
I'm going to say you can guess who rolled the light side point because it's the one guy who is ever useful.
It's true.
Mikra
He's
is
a
the
good
only
dog.
one without sin.
I'm like Pug Jesus.
Okay, so 3.
So would you say that you're pugnacious?
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, good.
He's pugging adorable.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go. 0 rank untrained charm. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Nice.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If only I'd been able
So
to flap
just-
faster.
Let's just creep over those ruins.
Yeah. So, let's just remove ourselves from the situation. All right, so
Wyatt backs away into the woods. It's all on you, buddy.
Roll Cage, no doubt turns. I mean, you could just try this if you want, but I'll go for it. Roll Cage, no doubt turns to look at Wyatt and just gestures, "I got this." He then lifts his hands and starts flapping them wildly. Maybe it's that the information he was given wasn't good. Maybe there's just another force at play here. But the intergalactic sign of peace just doesn't quite seem to get through to these primitives. They lift the spears up over their shoulders as opposed to dropping them to the ground. And they start hooting and shouting very loudly. But they don't throw anything. They very well. It should be fairly clear that these are not the people that are after you guys. Of course, that's me introducing a fact. They really just want you to go away, Roll Cage, and who can blame them?
Well, Rayle can certainly slowly back away.
Into a bush.
Yes, just like what the gift shows.
Exactly.
Oh, I need to open that. One sec.
You know exactly what it is.
Classic. Yep, that's right. They're gem and the holograms.
But really, I mean, that greeting was truly outrageous.
Really should have worked.
Sorry,
Really?
Jack just took over my keyboard and mouse. I can't hear anything. There we go.
It's okay. We were all just talking about you behind your back.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's understandable.
So at this point, we should probably abandon this plan and continue on to the ruins.
Probably.
All right.
That's
Well,
seems like
what
a-
you would like to do. Now, Bozmo, how close did you get? What do you say?
What?
How
How
close
close,
did you get?
to the camp did you get?
I mean, Bozmo's not very fast, so maybe halfway.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to move the cat so I can get access to anything.
I mean, even if he is a mammal, he's still a dumpy fly person.
He is indeed. No, that's fine. So he gets about halfway there. I would like you to roll for me. I'm probably not going to do this right, but I'll figure it out after the fact. Can you roll your vigilance for me against one purple dice?
Can do.
Die, rather.
Hey, I did a roll that worked.
Hey.
You did. You obliterated that roll. So Bozmo
Damn.
is flapping his way over. Gets about halfway, at which point the spears start rattling. If they had sabers, they'd no doubt be shaking them. But what Bozmo definitely feels is a disturbance in the force.
French horns sound.
Yeah, John Cena bursts in. More of a Mexican trumpet, but whatever. Don't think that's a real instrument. Now, it's momentary because obviously the need to retreat may rapidly come up unless Bozman wants to do otherwise. But there is definitely the dark side present here, clouding the minds of these individuals,
Oh no!
Oh no!
which may explain some things, perhaps.
I wonder if there is a way to dispel the negative influence upon them, using the power of the light side.
Well, for his part, Wyatt's like raising out of the bushes and about to start shooting. Well, not at the people, but they're at the ground or in the air to scare them off, and then just kind of run past Rayle, grab him by the collar, and start, making Zoidberg noises towards the ruins.
Oh, he's
I
got
can
Rayle
run
in a
by
collar
myself.
now,
Yeah.
So forward.
Wait. Who's got a collar?
eh? Not
He's
you,
going for a
McGruff.
walk.
You don't need one.
Oh, I love walkies.
We trust you off leash.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, so it seems the dark side of the Force is clouding their minds.
Definitely, and may potentially explain the relative aggression they're showing for what are probably more the gatherers of the hunter and gatherer collective. But as far as whether Bozmo wants to hang around and try to cure this, he certainly
I'm trying to think
could,
of what
but
he'd be able to do.
that's kind of the rub, isn't it? He's such a youngling when it comes to what he could do with his powers.
I mean, he can conceivably control emotions, but I don't think that's the same thing as what's going on here. They're being clouded, which is different.
And if he wants to make the attempt, he's going to have to stop Wyatt from shooting wildly.
And at about this point, McRuff and Lan are probably hearing that the hunters have cleared the bridge.
Okay, we need to start moving.
So it's up to Bozmo. Does he want to stop Wyatt?
I'll reach out a hand and say, "Don't shoot! The dark side of the Force is at work upon them."
He stops, raises his gun, lowers it, looks real confused for a moment, and says, "I was just going to shoot and scare him."
Fear only feeds the dark side. We need to go. I don't know how to handle this.
Well,
Lan and McGruff walk by. Yes. Get moving.
Just
with our hands
so
in
well.
our space pockets, like whistling a happy tune.
No. We're on the move.
Yep. So
I
Wyatt
threw a
will.
ball ahead. We're going.
Damn. Yeah. So Wyatt will spring from the bushes and just grab Rayle and off they go.
I guess we're on the run to the ruins.
All right, and as you guys pursue, that's when the rain of spears start. But they all fell well short of hurting any of you. I'm going to appear that the crisis has been momentarily avoided. Bozmo.
Well, we did gain information, so that wasn't a total waste.
That's correct. You now know that there is something affecting the minds of the inhabitants of the valley here.
Indeed.
But-
So,
Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say if there's nothing impeding us on the way there, we'll head on to the ruins.
Nope. The rest of it is clear. The hunters are behind you guys. You've got the lead, which means that we can indeed transition over to the ruins themselves.
Bosmo's faith in his abilities has been somewhat shaken by his failure to properly Jedi it up with the holocron last session.
Well, he may have a chance to get that back in the near future.
Get his groove back.
That's right. Like so many Stellas before him. So you guys have chosen to leave the gatherers alone and continue on to the ruins themselves. Now they're fairly ruined, as you may expect. Perhaps they were once some form of Jedi temple, considering the nature of this valley. But for the time being, they are pretty craptacular. Now, what you guys do have here is the option, since you guys got here first, you have the option to set up camp for either an ambush, if that's what you want to do, or something else entirely, if that's also what you want to do. Just know that the hunters are on your tail, and they'll probably be here in about 5 minutes.
So what's our play, fellas? You going to do something about that dark side thing you mentioned, or are we just going to straight up take them out?
We would be justified.
God damn it.
If there was some way of removing the taint from their minds. But I fear that just as that ominous noise in the background tells us, there won't be any way to do so until we have defeated the source of that taint. We must cleanse the taint from this planet. What? Why?
Well, can't you do something with your meditation or something like that?
I could try, but
Meditation is clearly Wyatt's entire understanding of what Jedi do.
Jedi, you do that hot yoga stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a mechanic for meditating on something.
I don't think you really have time to meditate on something. They're about 5 minutes behind us.
Look, 5 minutes in the power of the Force. It's like dog years.
Whoa, that is insensitive.
I mean, McGruff's right there.
You turn to McGruff. He's like an old dog. He's all gray.
What the?
But then he rolls over, and it's just a bunch of snow. He's a master of disguise.
Clothes are left behind.
I mean, if it's something that Bozmo really, really wants to consider doing, let's see. I guess he would have to be consulting his Jedi lore to discern whether he knows of a way to expunge this darkness from the minds of those who were probably very set to kill him in about 5 minutes' time.
Well, okay, so maybe we should have the people with lasers. Maybe we could set up an ambush, and you could attempt to stun them, and maybe I can work on their minds when they're out. But I have to think, see if I know anything I can do.
All right,
I
well,
need time.
you need to get behind cover then.
Yes.
Yes, so feel free to consider any kind of we're no longer using a grid, by the way. I will let you know that from one side of the ruins to the other is long range for this encounter. If it gets to fighting, mind you, which it is, and then halfway to the ruins to the outside is about medium range, and anything shorter than that is short.
Okay.
So if you're not sure, just ask. But we're just gonna roll with it.
We're gonna try and use a cinematic.
Try it.
Yeah, somewhat.
All right.
Give it a shot.
So Bozmo, maybe you should be at the far side.
And they're going to come in over to the left, right? Presumably.
I was actually gonna have them coming from the right, but sure, why not?
Coming from the right makes more sense.
Yeah,
because that's the direction we came from. Consistency.
All right.
It's up to you guys. However you want to set yourselves up, go for it.
I'll go hide over there.
Just standing there with his sword. Come at me, bro.
Guess I will try to do hide here. That's about medium range from where they'll be coming. So Rayle's just going to stand there, spread his arms, and say, "Come at me, bro."
No, he's standing there. He's got his sword out. Point
buried
in the ground. His hands folded on the pommel.
He's so con.
I suppose I'll stand in a medium range so that I have both options available to me.
Of how the lawn man is just gonna step back. You rebel guys go to the front.
Well,
All right. So at that point, you've probably got about 4 more minutes. I don't know if there's any kind of tactics you guys want to consider, any traps you might want to lay.
I don't have any trap makings.
No, we sure don't.
I just got my gun.
I mean, maybe there's an overhanging structure you could shoot when they come in, but to impede their progress or something. But I don't know.
Well, quick scan. Is there anything we can use around here?
Yeah. I believe I do have a scanner with me.
We were just looking with our eyes.
You probably just used your eyes.
Well, I got this 500 piece of technology. Might as well use it.
Go ahead. Well, do we want to do this yet? Sure, why not? Trying to decide whether I want to have you roll perception for me or not. No, not yet. Anything that looks like it's kind of stacked up could definitely be toppled over. I'll put it that way. So there's this kind of formation up there that could probably come down. Even the one that you're against, if you could do something to it, probably with your lightsaber, you could probably make that fall down onto the stairs. Stuff like that. Feel free to get creative. I'm not... I mean, by all means, as long as it's not too outlandish, you can do that. If you want to create more cover, you certainly can.
That does sound good, putting it over the stairs like that.
Yeah, gonna do that. If nothing else, it'll at least make,
Right, it's going to give them cover.
Harder for them to get across. Hey, it's chest-high walls. We know how to do with those.
Right, you lean against them. All right. Feel free to use the pen tool. Feel free to use the pen tool to draw that for us. And if you want, we could probably put a break in before we start the encounter.
Sounds good.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll return with more Force and Destiny tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wink.
Until the next time, which is tomorrow. All the best.
No. Okay.